Hello Martin, I've just put together this short video of the integration with Sugar for you, just to show you the progress so far and also just to clarify a couple of things. I figured a picture paints 1,000 words, so a video might be even more explanatory rather than trying to sort this out over email. So the progress we've got is we've got two new menu options for the QuoteWerks users. Get equipment from SugarCRM and calculate contract pricing. We could join these up at a later date for kind of testing purposes. I've just separated out the two just so as we can do it gradually. The first option that the user would go for was getting our equipment. As you can see, I'm starting with a blank document in QuoteWerks. So I'm going to go and get the equipment for my customer that I'm going to quote from SugarCRM. We've got the filter at the top here, whether it's a existing contract that I'm going to be quoting on or an offered contract. As you know, that will select the lists from different tables within Sugar. We can filter by customer, we can filter by serial number, and there's various options as to apply to those pieces of text that I put in there. I'm just going to hit find with no filters because actually it doesn't take too long. Even though we're going over to your database in Czech Republic, it's still pretty quick. So here we've got our list of all the existing contracts. I'm just going to select one of those, and when I hit open, that's going to transfer the details to my QuoteWerks document. Just takes a moment. It's just getting all the underlying products as well as that kind of top line piece of equipment. It's getting the underlying products that go with that. So in the background you can see it's pulled all those items across, and it's just prompting me if at this point I want to save the document. I won't at this time. I'm just going to delete this last line as well because I was starting with a new document. It's kind of held this the kind of default line that QuoteWerks puts on there. Because you're working with templates, I think that won't be a problem for you. But yeah, we've got our kind of top line piece of equipment, details of that here, and then all our underlying products that go with it, categories. This crazy number here will be hidden. This is just the database ID which the utility will use later in the process. We'll hide this column, but again, just for my testing purposes, just to see that the information is coming across okay. It's being shown at the moment. We've also brought across the customer details from Sugar, and yeah, I think they all speak for themselves. So the second step would be to go to get the pricing and calculate the wizard itself. Sorry, the calculation wizard. So here we've got at the top, we've got some top line information on the equipment, we've got the customer, and we've got that equipment serial number. And this is where we get into the options for the contract. We've got a contract type which I'm not populating at the moment. This is one of the questions I have for you. You know, what options should we put in there? Is there a list in SugarCRM, or is it just a fixed list that you'd like us to populate it with? Similarly with the SLA response time, I know I've got some notes in an Excel spreadsheet of some of the kind of proposed SLA comments, but if you can advise me on what list you want to put in there, and again if it's available in Sugar, then you know we can obviously read it out. We've got the number of systems, just put a numeric up down thing in here just to make it easier for the user, the duration of years. I have defaulted this to 1 and 3 respectively. If you want to change those defaults, that's great, that's absolutely fine. Just let me know. This price list, I didn't know where this came from China, so that would go to the China price list. That's what I'm going to work on next to default it, just so as it's clearer to the user. But if it's a global client, as you know, that will allow us to select whichever price list that we want. I've just got the 4 in here, I haven't actually got China in here yet, but that just needs something that needs adding in. We've got the ability to apply a discount to the equipment. If I tick that box, then again we've got this numeric up down so as I can decide what percentage I want to give, and also a caption which will be transferred to the QuoteWerks document, you know, loyal customer discount or something like that. And finally at the bottom we've got these optional items from the QuoteWerks database, and I can select one or more of those to put on the quote. I would then click OK, it would go away, do the calculations, get the prices and put that onto the QuoteWerks document. Not quite there yet with it, but this is the progress so far. Hope you like it and look forward to your feedback in due course.